Hello. Yeah, I used that thing I had. I set that thing up months ago, fun fact. I just never used it. So, yay for me. I have no idea what my volume settings are supposed to be. I didn't forget, I just never really had a use. Felt the need to use it. I want to get an animated one at some point. 2 minutes starting soon. That's very short, isn't it? Most of the time when I see those, they're like 10 minutes. I still have, this set up. Okay, never mind. The screen capture isn't working, but this is our, like, do I still have the... No. I guess I killed all the Pokemon. That was for the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Okay. So, I don't remember what the last item was. I'm gonna launch the game. So, it's been 2 weeks, because Subliminal and, New Life is Strange. By the way, I might go on a rant about the public opinion of Subliminal today. And the use of the word slop to describe things that really aren't. Because, my god, that's gonna be the new Ben Peak rant. But first, spin the wheel. What are we starting with? Are we finally gonna get a useful item? No. Great. I've heard a couple people call it that, and it's like, God, I fucking hate the word slop. Because it's like, yeah, AI slop, yeah, duh. Is this the right save? But, like, in my mind, slop is something you use to describe something with little to no effort. And you have to be insane if you think Subliminal had little to no effort put into it. Whether or not you think the game is as good as it could be, that's up to you. Personally, I have a couple problems with it, and I do more or less agree with general consensus of what they need to do better. However, did I hear Siri? I could just be hallucinating. But, like, look at that game for 2 seconds and say they did not put effort into it. I dare you. Also, why does my mouse feel so sensitive? What, did I just get used to playing other games and now this feels weird? I think it's great. Is it perfect? No. However, it is a game that is, like, $11 Canadian.
You can't hide forever.
Like, $11 Canadian, which is something like...
Sneak away, Luke.
Why do I hear the dog?
Keep searching.
Dog?
He can't hide forever.
Where? Dog? Like, $7 US. And it looks like that.
You will find him.
And I think it's scary. Like, I know some people, like, yeah, B just said, don't care for the monster. I loved the monster. He gave me the biggest scare I've ever gotten from a game like that. And, like, yeah. The chases are a bit unforgiving. And a bit trial and error. But they're not that bad. The puzzles, some of them are a bit overly contrived. But this is also this team's, like, first game. And I would argue it blows, like, I've mentally been comparing it because they're doing, like, chapter releases. So I'm comparing it to Poppy. You know, horror puzzle game broken up by chases. And it blows Poppy Chapter 1 out of the water in terms of just visual quality, polish, everything. I still don't have the flashlight. Right. We got so royally fucked over. Hi, Freddy. I have resubbed because I hate ads. Thank you, Shadow. I appreciate it. And, like, it's not fucking slop. They get bonus marks for not immediately shilling merch. I would buy merch of whatever evening just because I think it's funny. Because he's so ugly looking. I want that on my body. I mean, Poppy went in on merch pretty quickly. But also, Poppy Chapter 1 was like... Poppy Chapter 1 did well enough where it deserved merch, I would say. Like... I think Mob milks Poppy too hard for merch. But, like... Chapter 1 getting merch I was fine with. What item are we getting? Nightmare on plush. What the fuck? Why am I hearing Phasma Blast noises? Where's Fredaddy? Freddy! Get your fast ass in here! Where the fuck is he? Frederick! Are you in here? Are you actually in here? What would I sell as merch? God, let... Chat, what would you buy that was antisocial merch? For some reason in the back of my mind, I have always just wanted to be the first YouTuber who sells wallpaper. Like, not like phone wallpapers. Like, actual wallpaper for your house. I don't know why in my head that's really funny. Because it's really not. Like, it's not that funny of an idea. But I really want to sell wallpaper. Wait, why did a hype train just start for no reason? Did someone sub, but it didn't go through because hype train? Oh, right. Uh-oh. Right. Giga is in play. And now he has another friend. I am a member of hell, I am antisocial, and I hate other people. That could be your t-shirt design. Yeah, I know, Shat. I think I hate this game. Honestly, if I ever did merch, I would use that as an excuse to figure out how to, like, source a very specific, like, custom-made hoodie. And then I would only make, like, 5 of them. And so they would probably end up being, like, $400 because of, you know, supply, demand, purchase volume stuff. But then it would just replace my favorite hoodie, and then I would just use that as an excuse for that. Because I have one hoodie that I adore. It is a brown The Gap hoodie. And my god, they do not make clothing like how they used to. Like, my hoodie is... It looks absolutely destroyed. However, it is still actually in really good shape because it's like a 2-layer hoodie with like an inner lining. And so it actually is still in really good shape despite how many rips it has. Like, it's still very, very warm. It's comfy. It's heavy. Like, it has a really good zipper. The zipper's never failed. I love that hoodie. I actually, in theory, am having links, like, sew patches onto it to fix the massive holes. But, like, if you go watch videos with me that have, like my old videos where I did more, like, on-camera skits and stuff, I'm wearing that brown hoodie. What if you make merch and it redirects to the Balatros site? Okay. Oh, fuck. Nope. Nope. Staff bot. Freddy, why do you go on a vacation? Every time I press the Q button. Why? Freddy! Actually, speaking of antisocial merch, you guys want to know the origins of the antisocial name? Because it actually kind of has to do with it. Maybe in a little bit I'll try to pull up that image. But there is a... I had a channel when I was, like, a kid that I would just make stupid videos on. And, one of the videos was... It was like early January 2020, I think. It was either early January 2020 or, like, late December 2019. So it was, like, right before COVID happened. And I made a dumb video... I for some reason, I wanted the 7-Eleven special edition, Slurpee cups. I don't know why. They were for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. A game I objectively do not care about. I just wanted the special edition cups. So I made this dumb video of walking in winter to 7-Eleven to buy Slurpee cups for a game I didn't care about. And I called it like an antisocial idiot walks to 7-Eleven to buy Slurpee cups or something. And then so as a joke, I made like a dumb t-shirt design for that in Canva. And then that is the origins of the antisocial name. I can show you the design that led to the birth of antisocial. Also, thank you for the bits, Bolt, though. I appreciate it. Fuck, where do I go? I am in art history class. Technically, you would be part of the art history class if we went all the way through the 21st century. Am I considered historic? Am I historic? Chat, level with me. Am I gonna be in the history books? Is me yelling about Molten Freddy's nipples considered art? Is me telling you all the glory? I should probably check where the fuck... Like, the Nightmare on plush is in here, right? I think it is. Am I thinking of... Oh, no, it's in Endos. Well, hey chat, remember... Wait, what? What? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Remember when this wall just didn't have collision? That was fun. Speaking of, hey, remember... Remember old security breach versions. So, here's Monty Golf. As a reminder, what is it, D? Yeah, you hit D, and you just get the access to Steel Wool's debug menu. I have no mods for this. This is just in the game at launch. So, back to my point about Subliminal. If you're gonna call Subliminal slop for a game that looks as good as it does and only costs like $7 American, this was a game funded in part by Sony. So, you don't know how good you have it sometimes. Also, what happens if I just max out all of these sliders? Alright. Oh god, it's very sensitive now. That wasn't that bad. Alright, what happens if I go full power? Whee! Okay, well, this is pretty funny. By Sony? How so? Part of Security Breach, like, Security Breach was, like, kind of... I believe they received some money from Sony. Sony is in the credits. And, like, Security Breach was initially... Also, the music is gone. Like, Security Breach was, like, initially revealed as, like, a PlayStation game. Okay, so... Oh, welcome back, music. We actually have to go... to... Endos. Ben should buy Sony and make a game about being antisocial. Fun fact, actually. Someone fact check this if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm correct. The reason Sony hasn't been purchased is because if Sony gets purchased, they lose the rights to Spider-Man. Because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man because Marvel sold them. Back when Marvel was not doing well in, like, the 90s. But there's, like, a clause in that contract, I believe, where if Sony gets sold, the rights return to Marvel. So, the biggest thing someone would buy Sony for, arguably, the rights to Spider-Man, Spider-Man just cannot be sold, because they would lose the rights. How you doing today, Ben? I'm doing well. The Spider-Man rights lead to the best Spider-Man movies. Tobey Maguire. I quite liked Spider-Man 1 and 2. I thought Spider-Man 3 was fine. I don't think it, like, deserved to fail or, like, get hated as much as it was, but, like... So much talk about Spider-Man rights, but what about Spider-Man wrongs, J. Jonah James? Fuck off, B. Fuck off. Yeah, the best thing about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man are the villains. I love the version of Doc Ock. Okay, so, can I just fall into endos? Please? I hate this game. Here's a good test of if the thing I have Larceny working on is done. Am I currently playing it? We fucking God, the elevator's an old SB. Freddy. No, go around him, Freddy. Frederick Fazballs! Freddy? Freddy, you're being a real bitch right now. Freddy. Come here! Okay. I'm gonna get a save outside of Monty Golf. I should have done that. I should have just saved at the stage, but I was like, no, Cue Markiplier screaming Freddy. Freddy! One of these days, Freddy's gonna somehow develop the ability to open these garage doors like he's supposed to be able to. I don't know what in this spaghetti of a coded game causes Freddy to be able to open garage doors, but I would really like that ability. Also, I've never noticed, like, the floor here absorbing the carpet. I wonder if that got fixed, because that looks like a bug. Unless it's environmental storytelling for where Monty hauled Bonnie's dead corpse out of Monty Golf and into Bonnie Bowl. I'll be honest. I am against leaking of games. Mainly because the internet is full of the dumbest motherfuckers I have ever seen. Like, the day I truly lost faith in video game discourse on the internet was when, like, the Wolverine game leaked, and a bunch of people said it looked visually bad. And I was just like, yeah, it's not done. You understand this, right? You understand that the game is not done. Hence why they didn't show this on purpose. They got hacked and showed it. Yeah, like, or like the GTA 6 leak, and it's like, it's not done. But, I do... part of me really wishes Steel Wool gets hacked one day. Not for, like, ransom. Just because, for the love of God, I hope that there is security breach prototypes sitting on their server. And I want to see them. I think okay, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted. Like, oh, did the new Tomodachi Life get leaked? Imagine going through the effort of leaking Tomodachi Life. As someone who adores Tomodachi Life, imagine leaking Tomodachi Life. Like, okay, so I need to fall into Endos. Hey guys, we're behind the curtain. Hey, there are generators back here. Back when this game was going to have a backstage. That's fun. Come on. Endos? Alright, we are in Endos. We're on top of it. I think this is fine. Am I gonna fall through the roof eventually? Nope. Okay. Damn. Endo ceiling has the most solid collision. I missed when Security Breach wasn't out yet. That was fun. I remember the trailer that first showed off, like, okay, technically they showed Moon off in the original teaser. I just didn't see him. But, like, the PlayStation gameplay trailer where they showed off Sun and Moon, and I was like, that trailer was my first sign that, this game was going to be interesting, because there were a couple things that looked off to me. Daycare's lighting looked really weird. Now,
Freddy, there's something here.
Trailers go along with,
It's blocked.
to a lesser extent, of the whole, like, leaking prototype thing, where it's like, you can't judge a game based on a trailer because it's still not done. But, like, it looked kind of weird. And, I didn't like Sun and Moon at the time. I just didn't like their designs. They grew on me, and I love them now. But, yeah. God, what else? The animations of the walking looked weird, but that got changed. To this day, I still believe Security Breach could be the best video game ever released if it was given time. I wouldn't go that far. Like, I don't think Security Breach was ever going to redefine the gaming landscape. Oh yeah, Security Breach suffered heavily from scope creep. Scott even said that, basically, in, like, one of the Reddit posts where he said it was getting delayed. Hi, dumbass. But, like...
So this is what you look like inside?
I don't think Security Breach was ever going to redefine...
I like you better with your shirt
Uh-oh.
on.
Fucking... Fuck. Oh, he's gone quantum. Fuck. Freddy fucking dribbling his own body in the background of my death was amazing. Any cut features in SB that have significant content? Yeah. Like, I mean, there's the entire cut survival mode, also known as apparently what the, like, the entire game, like the entire Security Breach gameplay loop was apparently changed. Like this game's main thing was apparently going to be the, like, survival mode that isn't in the game. I don't know. I basically just, to give you an idea of how the thing I have Larceny working on is going. I don't want to give too much away. But, basically, me and Larceny have a shared Google Drive folder. I put JPEGs in there, and Larceny cackles maniacally. And then we accidentally dox significant voice actors from the FNAF fandom. That's basically how this works. So I have no idea. Alright, now we go back and get for Daddy, because I don't want to call him. There's outtakes of I Always Come Back in there? Oh no. Also, chat, I saw the Mario Galaxy movie. I saw almost
This is what
all
you
of
look
it.
like
I
inside?
missed like 2 minutes of the opening because we were late.
I like you better with your shell.
However, part of it made me very happy, and part of it made me very sad. I think it's better than the original Mario movie. But, my god, I wanted more. Like, there were... Okay, first off, they dealt with gravity, like, once. Which is criminal. Alright, we have the Nightmare plush. Like... The galaxies themselves weren't really that impressive, in my opinion. Like, I didn't... Like... They didn't capture the vibe of Galaxy, I don't feel like. There were certain things that made me really happy. There wasn't, like... I don't think there was, like, any licensed music. Which... Like, I'm not against licensed music in movies or whatever. But when you're working with the Galaxy soundtrack, you don't fuck with that. But the music, like, it was okay. There were moments that made me very happy. Like, they have a lot of the motifs. Whenever I would hear the ba 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 ba, I felt like I was 5 years old again. But like, they never just went all the way with it. Like, there is no, like, Gusty Garden's theme does not get to play, like, in its entirety. It's there for, like, a couple motifs, and it plays, like, 5 seconds of it sometimes. That is not enough for quite possibly the greatest video game song ever written. I wanted more, like, game-accurate designs of stuff. Like, I could tell that ship was supposed to be the Comet Observatory, but it wasn't. It wasn't the Comet Observatory. Just... No Grand Stars. Like, I don't know. I wanted a final fight to be, like, Mario, like, I don't know, Mario in space with the red star, like, flying through, and that was the final fight or something. But, like, we got to see Galaxy power-ups, like, at the very end only. And, I wanted more. And, like, I found it very funny that the cutscenes in Mario Galaxy were more cinematic, in my opinion, and more, like, dramatically directed than the movie. Alright. I guess I should spin the wheel and stop ranting about my childhood. Alright. What's next? Something useful, something useful, something useful. Fuck. Great. Alright. Moon merch. Like, I still think it's a very fun movie. I had a great time. As a Mario movie, I personally think it is a marked improvement. But the problem is, this wasn't a Mario movie. This was a Mario Galaxy movie. To be fair to it, Mario Galaxy holds such a place in my heart that I would genuinely never be happy unless it was just a 10-hour no commentary walkthrough of Mario Galaxy, pretty much. But I wanted a bit more Mario Galaxy. There was too much other stuff. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm fine with other stuff. There was a lot of Mario World, there was a lot of Odyssey. But Odyssey has enough in it where they could have done a Mario Odyssey movie. They should have cut that out and just done more Galaxy. Because, like, the thing about Galaxy also is that, like, a lot of people, when they think of Galaxy, they think of, like, the big triumphant music and, like, you know, the really high energy levels, Gusty Garden. But, like, my favorite moments in Galaxy are, like, Space Junk. Now, they do, like, Space Junk Galaxy is mentioned. I don't actually know if they ever go to it. They never really made that clear. Why can't I call Freddy anymore? Great. But, like, just listen to the Space Junk Galaxy theme and just how chill it is. They don't do that, and that's when I think of, like, the vibe of Mario Galaxy. That's more what I think of. I do think it's a great time, though. Like, I highly recommend it if you're a Mario fan. Honestly, the best thing about it is Yoshi. Which, when they first announced, like, Donald Glover as Yoshi, I was like, why? That's odd. Like, I was like, are you gonna make Yoshi talk? But, nope, he does great Yoshi noises. He doesn't speak words, which I wish more characters of these didn't, because I think the Lumas, with the exception of evil psychotic Luma, who is hilarious, I think the Lumas are cuter when they're quiet. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I also prefer the Galaxy designs for the Lumas. I think they're cuter. They look chubbier in Galaxy. Also, I'm glad there were less... Hi, Mattbot. I'm glad there were less, like, non-Mario humans. Because, like, I've gotten used to the Illumination Mario human designs, like, for the Mario cast. Like, I still think, you know, Mario and Luigi look a bit squished. But I don't think they're too bad. I've gotten used to them. However, the non-Mario character humans... I don't want to watch a Mario movie with the Onceler's extended family. I'm sorry. I don't like Illumination's humans. I don't think that's that unpopular of an opinion, but, like, I don't like them. I don't want to see the Onceler's cousin in a Mario movie. Wait, isn't this wall not here? Wait, can I just go through this door? No. But yeah, the Galaxy movie overall, great time. I just wanted more Galaxy. But if you don't care about Galaxy, if you didn't grow up on Galaxy, you just want a Mario movie, then I think it's better. Also, not to be that guy, but technically Rob in that movie isn't Rob. I'm starting a conspiracy. Not really a conspiracy, this is just true. That is not Rob. That is Robot. Because he has the Famicom colors. Rob is the name of the American version of said character. In Japan, I believe he was just called Robot. The Onceler is a hear me out. Don't make me do it. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. God can't see you when it's cloudy, but I can. Remember that. Why do none of these doors work? Tumblr agrees with you? Yeah, that's the sign you're on the wrong side of history. when the collective hive mind that is Tumblr agrees with you. That is the moment you need to realize it is time to reconsider everything you hold dear. How flat can a guy be? Like, bro has negative ass. That's not the problem I have with him. My problem is he's the fucking Onceler. Did you guys read the Lorax, like the actual book when you were a kid? Because I'm sorry, as someone who did, the Onceler is never going to... You can't sexify the Onceler. It's illegal. Also, I'm absolutely attempting to break Gregory's spine right now. My hear me out is the monster from Still Wakes in the Deep. Oh, God. Why did I do this to myself? Oh, right. Hold on. I might be in trouble here. I can't call Freddy. And also, Gregory's spine is currently destroyed. And I can't call Freddy.
You can't hide forever.
Chat, how do I get,
Hey kid,
how do I,
come on out. We're only
how do I check how many security badges I have?
give up.
Do I have any? Why is everything angled? Because if you look directly up in Roxy's repair elevator, this happens. Don't. I don't know. I might have needed to keep Freddy in the elevator. Alright. Gregory, on the way to his chiropractor appointment, is going to have to defy some laws of space and time. Gregory, get your fast ass on top of here. Gregory, this was working before you snapped your spine. Why isn't it working now? What do you mean broken vertebrae is preventing you from jumping properly? That's ridiculous. Gregory, get your fast ass up here. Well,
You will find him first. Nobody.
I need to get to salads and sides somehow. And to do that, I don't know. Can I curtain elevator? No? Does this actually change, like... Oh, wait, maybe. Hold on. Hold on. Curtain elevator? Does this actually change, like, Gregory's hitbox? Because... Because the curtain elevator's not working. And I got this pretty easily last time. Like, I'm getting it at the start, but... Okay, this might be a reload. Okay. Freddy, I need to keep you. Fuck. Bro's asking a fish to swim? No, I'm just asking someone who badly needs to see a doctor to defy all known laws of physics. Okay. Keep Freddy in the elevator. Get in, Freddy. Can I snap Freddy's neck, too? I could just put his head through the wall. Right. Forgot about this fun thing of security breach. Oh, God. This is even worse. Well, we did it. You're welcome. Why do I hear Roxy? Why does this happen? I don't know. But getting in and out of Freddy seems to fix it. It's something to do with the fact that that elevator is not an elevator, it's a teleport. And so, something happens with that. Okay. So, we now need to go get a moon figure. I don't know where in the utility... Why did you do it? Honestly, I'm only doing this to remind ourselves of the glory that is Security Breach launch patch. So, it's funny. Wait, the Galaxy ports may be 10 out of 10. You no longer need to wait to save. It just happens in the background. That's kind of... I mean... Objectively, that's good. But... I don't know. The sound effects of the game saving after every star are ingrained in my childhood. So, I'm kind of sad. Yes. My SB Lonk pack. Cue Lonk from Zelda. Okay, well, if the sound effects are there, I'm happy. Alright, so... moon figure. I don't know where that is. Like the... I really need to get Galaxy 1 and 2 on Switch, just because I want to own Galaxy 2 physically. I also have considered... Oh, right. These guys exist. I have considered streaming them. Or at least streaming Galaxy 1. Just as a fun little thing to do. I played the demo for the new Tomodachi Life. It's very stupid. And so it's perfect. Okay, Freddy... I don't want to race Galaxy. Galaxy is a game I like to go through slowly. If I were a moon figure, where would I be? this is Build-A-Mangle. My brain is telling me this is Moon for some reason. Hey, I was right. Security breach, knowledge check. Alright. Can we finally get a useful item? Please? For the love of God? Go fuck yourself. I swear, didn't we get that? Yeah, we already have that. Okay. I don't know what happened there. We will never get a useful item. Alright, Monty Balloon. This is... Like, I know there are more pointless collectibles than useful ones. But something is still wrong here with the items we have gotten. There's still something rotten in the state of Denmark. God hates you? Probably. I did nearly burn down a church one time, so I guess fair. I assume that's frowned upon in the kingdom of heaven. How? I told the story in a video. I guess it's been a while. I set fire to a church pamphlet without realizing it at the front of the church, sitting beside the priest. Yeah. And so I was holding a big fireball. My mom still has that pamphlet. I was supposed to get a picture of it for that story, but I didn't. Okay. I think it's gonna be better, because we have to go to Roxy Raceway for the Monty Balloon. So, we're gonna walk all the way back. Welcome back to Security Breach Random Item Order. Just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until you die. I don't think you were in that stream, because that was... What was that? Was that FNAF World No Attacks? It was FNAF World... It wasn't my first FNAF World video. I think it was FNAF World No Attacks. So, November 2024? You might have seen the video. Because that's in, like, the opening few minutes of that video. I really wish I could call... I really wish I could call Freddy. I wish Freddy would answer my calls. Freddy hasn't talked to me on the phone since the divorce. I miss what we once had, Freddy. I really do. You changed, Freddy. You changed. You don't take my calls anymore. You don't pay child support for all of our useless fucking masks and plush toys and piñatas. I've had to raise them on my own. With no financial support. You're cruel, Freddy. Ben X Freddy, an interesting ship. That's just... Whenever I think of anyone's relationship, there's one spiff moment that I think about whenever I think of Glamrock Freddy. Was, it's just him going, it depends on whether or not Freddy is dad or daddy. And that is what I think about whenever I think of Glamrock Freddy. Because, like, half of the community treats Freddy as their dog. The other half as their dad. I am 50-50. Whatever is funnier. Because yelling at Freddy like he's a dog pissing on the carpet is really funny. And then giving Freddy deep lore about leaving his family is also really funny. Oh, how many gigas are in play now? I've unloaded so many times to get back to the atrium. You treat him as a toddler who drinks paint? In my defense... Have you seen his AI? I think the community can rest assured that Glamrock Freddy would never drink paint. Mainly because he was too stupid to open the paint can. Freddy doesn't need child locks. Normal locks are child locks for Freddy. If Freddy is your dad, what does that make you? Emotionally unavailable. Alright, can I call Freddy again? Thank God. Where are we going? Roxy Raceway. Right. Fuck! Freddy! I made a mistake! Oh. You're not who I was particularly concerned about, chicken. They are who I was more worried about. Hi, gentlemen. I saved, right? Hope so. Don't quit. I guess I can turn the video back down. I still don't have Freddy calling ability. Alright. I'm back from planning who I'm adding to my Tomodachi Life Island. I'm very glad they've added the ability of, like, determining familiar relations. Because, my original Tomodachi Life had some unfortunate marriages. So I'm glad that there's, like, a easy way of determining family. Also, right, no. Okay, so my original... I used to not like putting my name on the internet or, like, anything because I was worried for some reason. And so, on Tomodachi Life, I made my lookalike my grandma. For some reason. I don't know. It made sense to, like, 10-year-old Ben at the time. And so, I think that was the problem. Because I think they had some way to say they're related to you, but my lookalike wasn't me, it was my grandma. Yeah, I was kind of sad that there was no lookalike, because I liked the lookalike system. Oh, hey, I'm in the security breach backrooms. This was going to lead to a utility tunnel. Now it leads to sadness. Yeah, the names are really funny. I just need to get to Roxy Raceway. Every time I have to, I die inside. Because Freddy can't open any doors yet because he's a stupid fucking bear. Yeah, they say, like, you kind of look like me, but I don't know. I like the lookalikes more. I think it was just funny. But yeah, in the original Tomodachi Life, I believe I was married to one of my sisters. Because I was so, like, I was so terrified of, like, I didn't like to make my Miis sad, and I think if you, like, denied relationships, they would get depressed. So I just kind of went with it. Yeah, like, I'm glad you could just have, like, a family setting now, so that doesn't happen. Yeah, nowadays I would have just made them depressed, but, like, back when I was 10, I didn't want to make them sad. Also, I think my mom was married to a clock. I always, whenever I have Mii's on a system, I always make a Big Ben, which is just a clock. And, he's usually just by, like, someone's coming over extra Mii so they could play without using one of the guest Mii's. But I think it was either my mom or my grandma married the clock. As far as I know, the new game has Mpreg. Okay, so I'm adding MatPat to my Tomodachi Life Island. Good to know. Alright, if I was a Monty Balloon... Okay, so I'm trying to use context clues of the order I wrote this. So it goes Dance Pass, which is in the other one, in here. Then Power Drain, no, then Retheme Bag, which I don't know where that is. I really like a flashlight. And then Monty Balloon. Maybe in here? Wait, is this Retheme Bag? No? Right, they don't tell you. That's... Stolen property, chasing cars, missing? Chasing cars. Okay, so that's that one. No. I have not gotten any useful item. Okay, that's not what I want. How do you get the items? It's picking up. From the wheel? What do you mean? Like, I just spin the wheel. The wheel is not, like, in Security Breach or anything. It's just, like, it's a website that I have. Okay, so if I were a Monty Balloon, you know, I really should have written down in more detail where things were on this 100% route I did, but it didn't really matter, because it's just, as long as I got everything, it was fine. I love that in Tomodachi Life Demo lets you have Mii's become good friends because they both talk about blinking like actual aliens. I like that you are able to put in any word for your Mii to discuss, and then they'll do it. I'm not saying anything, but I might have been very mature. And the fact that they did not put a filter in this game, bold. Monty Balloon! Alright. Okay, what is next? Something useful? Something fun? How about you suck my dick? Fuck you! Great! We now have to go to the complete other side of this fucking place! I'm not dying inside at all, what do you mean? I'm not crying inside, I'm not dying inside. Nothing hurts at all. I'm very optimistic about my future in life. Yeah, it's an item that could be of great value. For the flashlight, I don't have! I'm gonna die here, chat. It's been fun. It's been fun being your funny security breach man for the last however long I've done this. But I believe I'm approaching the end. I'm gonna die in this pizzaplex. Bury me. How did I get in here? Yeah. Originally, I wasn't gonna Freddy deload because I thought it would be more fun as a challenge to not, but that quickly became a problem. I might do something like this again with only key missions. Like, we've done random mission order in my first ever security breach video. But, like, I walk backwards. How do you keep walking forwards? Having, like, I don't know, having more of the game be on a wheel and not being allowed to Freddy deload, I think could be kind of fun. But I want to just see how broken this makes the game. Because we do have actual, you know, gameplay on the wheel. We have, like, parts of the game that are, you know, in the game. Like, there's, like, you know, we gotta go do the West Arcade. My SB playtime... My first playthrough, where I didn't get, like, all endings on my first playthrough, but I got, like, a decent amount. I got, like, Burn Trap and stuff. And, like, the first several, like, I think, I believe Chaos Mod, which never became a video, but I did stream. Fun fact, I believe that was Pallet's first round of streams. I believe that was the first time I really played SB on PC. So, on Steam, this isn't counting towards Steam, because, this is, like, I'm just playing the old patch on my own, and not through Steam. On Steam, I only have 157 hours. Only. I know. But I probably have at least another, I don't know, at least another 60 on PlayStation. No, wait, my first playthrough was on PS4, not PS5, right? So, like, at least another 60, maybe even 80 on that, which is not, like, a lot for a game that, like, you know, I have 700 hours in Balatro. But for Security Breach, that's a decent amount. I can tell you what my first streams were. I can tell you that too, Justin. It's like, I remember. Hello, Antisocial. I'm currently watching my first stream off you before I only watched videos. Well, welcome. Hey, remember when I started today's stream by going to... I'm walking towards Giga. That's... Freddy, I feel like you're turning random directions every time I jump into you. But, like, yeah, remember when I started today by walking into Montegal for no reason? I think 200 plus hours of Security Breach is more unhinged than 4x that in Balatro. Yeah, fair. How many hours do I have in fucking Poppy? Right, I just cracked 100 hours. Which, that's not... Yeah, how many hours do I have? Okay, 732 hours. I did leave that game open for like a day one time, so you can cross like 20 hours off that. But also, I have significantly more time of that. I don't really play Balatro on computer anymore. I play on my phone now. So... Poppy isn't something you play regularly? No. I play it, like, I used to play it a bit in my off time, just dicking around with, like, console commands and just looking out of bounds, because, like, Poppy has a lot of cool shit. But, like, I still do need to replay Chapter 5. I've been waiting, like, the last few chapters, they've added a couple minor things after launch. So I'm waiting to see if they'll do that with Chapter 5. If they, and, like... Where'd the world go? World? I probably have more... How do you have 300 hours of Doki Doki Literature Club? That's the DDLC you're referring to? How? Mods? Huh. Chat, fun fact, actually, in terms of funny Steam times. I might have accidentally left FNAF 3 open for like a week. There's an amazing, like, screenshot that B sent in, like, a group chat of ours years ago, where B went to bed, I was playing FNAF 3, woke up, I was still playing FNAF 3. I just left the game running for, like, a week by accident. So, yeah. Yeah, the 5 hours in FNAF 2 is a bit more accurate. I have 17 hours in FNAF 1? Ew. Why? Have I never played Sister Location on Steam? Right, no! The version of Sister Location I used to play. Okay, so years ago, someone uploaded, uploaded, like, the Click Team FNAF games to GameJolt for free. And so I got FNAF 1 and Sister Location through that before Scott pulled them down. And so I just had this pirated copy of Sister Location for years. And that was what I played Sister Location with. I forgot about that. And I think I actually streamed that. Because I played through Sister Location on stream. Years ago, I guess. At this point. Yeah, it would be years. I think that was like the day I went into surgery. And so that stream was basically just me distracting myself from the fact that I was gonna go get a major surgery. Where am I? $50-21. One day I will play UCN. Where the fuck am I? How did I get all the way over here? But, like, it's really funny how much Ben sucking at UCN has built the antisocial lore. Like, the first video of mine that did well, and, like, the reason most of you are probably here, is my first Pizza Sim video. If you go watch the VOD of that, that VOD starts with me trying and failing to learn UCN. That's why in that video I say, like, welcome to Pizza Sim, is because that was, like, the second thing I did in that stream. Because I gave up on trying to be useful at UCN, because I'm terrible at it. I get way too overwhelmed. It's the reason I was so bad at, Frick Bears 3. Oh, that's a problem. Like, I just get overstimulated way too easily. Can Giga get into Monty Golf? Actually, fun fact about All-Stars Justice, me try to learn... They can. Me try to learn UCN was because I wanted to do a video on the other Click Team FNAF games. That's how Pizza Sim starts. It's like, this video was gonna be the other ones, but then I sucked. I don't know where... I hear Giga. Why are they running towards me now? That's odd. Alright, we have the flashlight upgrade. If I could save with it, I'm happy. Alright. Okay, so, wheel. Okay, the shoes. Gregory's new Nikes. That's at least useful and I could use it. Doesn't progress me in the game, but like, I'll take it. I'm also in that video. You are. And, God. Thinking about how I used to make videos. If you have not seen some of my older videos, becoming an all-star in FNAF was like, that was like the first, I consider that like the first like modern, I guess, antisocial video. Technically that goes to the Security Breach challenge runs video. However, I was still like that, those were like my first round of streams. And so they're not great. And also I like that video, the editing is a bit weird sometimes, yada yada. So I consider like All Stars to be like the first video that was like the modern antisocial style was kind of born in. I also think that some of my better storytelling in a video, like just like having like the little moments of like the return of the left and right, I think was like a really funny bit. And so like I really like the editing on that video. Anyways, so no one watched me then. Like, genuinely, a lot of the time I was streaming to no one. Other than Justinus. Justinus was there for, like, most of those streams. And, I wanted chat messages to appear in videos, but I had killed my chat box. I had a chat box for my first round of streams with Security Breach challenge runs. And then I killed it because I didn't have moderators. Those mastering FNAF streams taught me why that was a good idea, because there was an incident that I will not talk about. But, so what I did was after stream was done, I would just Control-A all of chat, and then I would just paste it into a Google Doc, and use that as a screenshot. No, I didn't have Sky yet. Yeah, but B also, you know, has a life. That was the wrong thing to hide. I want to see... Hold on. I know none of you probably care, but I think this is so funny. I want to see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. So, I had 2 people in chat. And this was how I recorded chat. This is chat from that stream. And so I would copy it in, and then I would just take screenshots. This is how I did things. And then I stopped doing that, and I did something even more unhinged after, when I still didn't have a chat box, which was I would remember the individuals who would say things, and then I would do slash, like here, if I do, like, slash user, Justinus life, you can come in here, and you can go through their entire message history. And that was how I would get screenshots for chat messages is I would have to remember who individually said what in every video. So, if you ever watch an old video of mine and you see a chat message from a user that is totally real chat member 69, I think is the name, that's my alt for when I couldn't remember who said what. So I would just type it myself for the sake of the screenshot. It was unhinged. God, just saying that out loud. Did I spin the wheel? Shoes, right. Just saying that out loud, it's just such a stupid system. Also, B, I never want to hear you talk shit about my unusual methods of doing things ever again. Okay. While my methods are insane, that does not justify what you do. I know what you are talking about. That doesn't make it okay. B does the most unhinged thing for alarms I have ever seen. Which technically makes sense, but it is still unhinged. B does not use the alarm app in his phone. He uses the timer. He sets a timer. This is unhinged behavior. Oh, hi, Button for Cassie. It has been a bit. Welcome back. Damn, I start talking about the good old days of how I used to be the most unhinged motherfucker in terms of my editing, and then all of the old people come back. We have Justice, we have Button for Cassie. For the record, your art is still our sub icon. I love it. I want to know how long you spent cataloging Twitch chat like you're a fucking stenographer. Okay. God, I did that from... What was my video after mastering FNAF? That wasn't the Poppy Chapter 1 video, was it? It might have been. So, Poppy Chapter 1 and 2 video, Pizza Sim, Poppy Chapter 3, FNAF World 1, what was after that? Was that Glitched Attraction? Glitched Attraction. Glitched Attraction was when I started to realize that it wasn't a good idea, because that was when I first started getting more people in chat. And I first, started getting, a lot more active chatters. Case in point, Palette. So, that's also when we first started getting Vine booms and stuff. I don't think that's relevant to the chat box thing. I'm just trying to mentally catalog the history of antisocial. And also, we had so we had Palette and Justice in chat, both of whom are German, so they would talk to each other a lot, and so it made it a lot harder to remember who said what, because there was just a lot more chat messages. So that was when I first started realizing I really need to get a chat box, and I think the first video with the chat box coming back was Falaf. And that was how I was able to finish that video in 2 days, is I didn't have to remember chat messages and go through them for when I needed them. Yeah, I remember the fucking cupcake bit. God. Glitched Attraction was a fun time. Part of me wants to replay that. But I don't really have a reason to. But yeah, for the record, for those of you who are new, Button for Cassie in chat is the one who drew the sub alert. I remember being at my summer job watching you struggle through the system location area. Okay, in my defense, Funtime Foxy was on ketamine. Freddy, you can unload the universe. You cannot step over a pebble. You hurt my soul, Freddy. Alright. Gregory's got his Nikes. Rejoice. Gregory has gotten into designer shoes. They're worth at least $5,000 until you step in one puddle. Then they're worth nothing. I will never understand designer shoes. Like, in terms of, like, I don't understand designer clothing to begin with, but designer shoes. It's like, these are the things whose purpose is to step on dirt. Why would you spend much money on them? Alright, what's next? Something useful? No. Great, Gregory. This isn't fucking Monty Golf again! We were just there! I'm spinning the wheel again. I want something else. I don't want to walk all the way back to Monty Golf. Sun figure. Where the fuck is that? Oh, I closed my thing. Oops. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's in the fucking utility tunnels. Chat, why did I think this was a good idea? It's time to jump up super high, 'cause I'm dying inside. This was a terrible idea. I'm going to die. Go away, wheel. Did I add to the items counter? I don't think I did. 30? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There was one item, the Fazwatch and the Photo Pass. So yeah, we're right. I don't count those as items because we didn't wheel them. Freddy, where are you? Why are you over there? This fucking bear. This fucking bear. Freddy, you can't open doors yet. For whatever reason. Freddy! Why is there just... Oh, that's a sign. With security breach, I would perfectly believe there's just random pole. Freddy's echoing footsteps throughout the halls. They will be the last thing I hear before death. Okay, so we have to go back to Rockstar Row, which is really cool because Rockstar Row is a pain in the ass to get in and out of. This way. Where am I? Okay, we're fine. Bum, 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 bum. Freddy goes on a walk. Freddy goes on a walk. Back and forth and back and forth. Back and forth and back and forth. Back and forth and back and forth. Back and forth and back and forth until we die, until we die, until we die. I thought I opened this gate. Why do I hear the doorbell? Open? Open. Open. You can jump over this gate. Where did the bucket thing come from? Because you guys just started saying this in Life is Strange, and I just didn't understand why. I don't know what is getting delivered. I assume it's a delivery. I hope it's my ribbon. I had to buy... I bought ribbon on Amazon from this, like, war memorabilia store. Because I want to... I have World War I medals. And so I want to actually display them. But the ribbon that they came with is very disintegrated, considering it's, you know, fabric from World War I. Tends not to stick around forever. So I want to get some, like, replacement ribbon so I can, like, put them in a shadow box or something. I'm stuck in the wall! I don't know why everything is Jump Up Superstar today. Nope, not new game. But it was, like, $30. Which, like, isn't terrible, I guess. I hope it looks decent. And also, I think I'm getting a meter of it. It's two different ribbons, because the two different metals had two different types of ribbon. And so, it's like, I bought, like, 2 meters of ribbon. And I don't know when it's coming. I think it, like, said it could come in May, but I don't know. Amazon, when they give you a super wide delivery window, it's either gonna be, like, instantly, or 2 weeks after the month-long delivery window has passed. No in between. Sweet. Back and forth, and back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. I really need to find a solution to Kahoot. Because, like, I miss doing Kahoots on stream. But the problem is, I don't want to get banned. And that fucking thing we found with, like, bots being able to put in custom names, even if you disable it, is worrying. What's the other Kahoot thing? Like, Quizlets? Maybe I should look into Quizlets. Blookit? That also sounds familiar. Blookit and Quizlets. Okay, this has nothing to do with this, but it just, the word sounds familiar, so, or similar, so I just thought of it. Do you guys have Quiznos? Have you guys ever eaten at Quiznos? Quiznos subs? Because, like, I used to love Quiznos as a kid. Like, that would be our de facto sub place until the one we went to would closed, and so we just... We don't have Taco Bell. The fuck is Quiznos? Fair. But, we only have one left. And, my god, we had it, like, I think a year or two ago. Does not hold up. Now, I'm one of those freaks who actually likes Subway. I know it's terrible, objectively. But, like, I like it. And Quiznos, I just... No. I think, honestly, as a kid, the only reason I liked Quiznos was, like, in their kids' meal, instead of, like, cookies or whatever, which, like, objectively, a kid would probably like more, they would give you, a pack of Goldfish crackers. That scored many brownie points with me. I'll say the Subway is the worst because they make ordering a fucking BLT hard. No. It's just your job. Subway, you tell them. How is it hard to order a BLT? Where's the sun figure? Oh, right, this incredible shadow. Good job, Steelwool. This looks very normal. Can I Freddy Warp? I don't think Freddy Warping really works in Launch Patch. Yeah, like, I believe Freddy Warping... Oh. No more ads. Why, thank you, Button for Cassie. Hey, you could see your own... you could see your own drawing. Chat? Fuck. Speaking of that drawing, actually, I have a confession to make for those of you who were there for the FNAF in real time stream. At the end of that stream, I bought 2 shirts. I have never worn them. I have never worn them. Also, fun fact, my family, like, you know, they try to, they're supportive, which is nice, but they don't really understand what I do, like, which is fair, but for Christmas, my mom bought me some extra of those shirts, which was a nice gesture, but she went with the ones that she thought looked the best, I assume. You guys want to know why the ones she picked looked the best? It was because those were the shirts of people who didn't finish their drawing and didn't submit it in time, so it just used one of, like, the default ones. So my mom bought default Jackbox merch. Which is really funny. Alright, is this the sun figure? It is! Alright, what's next on our wheel? Still nothing. Comedy Mask. Great game. I love you. Comedy Mask. Okay, at least the Comedy Mask is in the utility tunnels. That's at least a win. Which Jackbox shirts do you have now, or how many? I can go check. Hold on. I want to, if I can find them real quick. I think they were like, I don't remember what color they are. I might have, did I put them in the I'm not gonna wear this drawer? Oh god. If I did, they're not coming out. Is this a Jackbox shirt? Nope, this is just a yellow t-shirt. I don't know why this is in here. This would fit me. Okay. Hold on. Ow. So, the thing about my dresser that's really cool is, this is the dresser I've had since I was, like, a child. And so it's, like, you know, 20 years old. And, so all but 2 of the drawers don't work. So I have a dresser that's probably, like, 1.5 meters, maybe not a half, like, yeah, no, 1.5 meters tall. That's meant to have 6 drawers, and all of my clothes have to fit in 2 of them. It's a really cool system I have here. Oh, okay, no. Okay, so this is the, I don't have a camera plugged in. Hold on. I'm going to. I'll need to set up my webcam after to show off all of these. I found the button for Cassie one. Oh God, I'm gonna have to do. Oh, I'm sad now. I found. Link's made me a Norbert shirt, and I just found that at the back of my dresser. Here's my FNAF shirt that a friend bought me. Where are all of the other Jackbox shirts? Okay, well, I don't know where all of the other ones are. Ow! I slammed my hand in a... Do I even have a webcam plugged in? Okay, I'm just sending a picture to the Discord, but... I don't actually know if I ever showed this off on stream, so... Go check photos if you want to see the one shirt I can find. Or pictures. I should know what my own Discord calls shit. Alright, so that was a random side tangent I just went on that ended in failure. I do want to do another Jackbox stream. My setup would work a lot better for it now. Because I actually have a proper 3-monitor setup. As opposed to back then where it was very janky. The problem is, like, the reason we did Jackbox was, just to kill time. Because, you know, we were doing FNAF in real time 6-hour mode. And then, you know, that bugged out. So... that was the point of Jackbox. But it was really fun. Also, that moment where I go, is that a French guy? To someone who drew Freddy Krueger. That's one of my favorite moments in any video. Just because of how stupid it is. God, that was such a fun stream. I'll be honest. At the time, I hated it, because I was like, I have to stream for 6 hours that turned into 8.5. But, looking back, that was some of the most fun I've had on stream. I love random side quest streams. I think they're very funny. And that was Random Side Quest Streams, the stream. Dum bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba. What the fuck did I even do? I blanked out during it. I mean, you were just there for, like, co-hosting, basically. I don't think you really, like, did much other than talk, but you had some really funny jokes. I also got to subtitle you. Oh, right, this fucking room. I'll be honest, subtitling is a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I don't know why, but it was. Are you the... Yay! Alright, Comedy Mask acquired. Your first stream was the fucking 8.5-hour FNAF in real time stream? Jesus, Larceny. No wonder you're the way you are. You love suffering. Alright, what is next on the wheel? Fuck off! Literally on the edge of something kinda useful. Cupcake Pinata, go fuck yourself. Lamau is having a panic attack in your stream. Calm me down. Thanks, Ben. Glad to hear it. Hope you're doing better. Fucking Cupcake Pinata. Cupcake Pinata, they said. Cupcake Pinata. Cupcake Pinata. Where is this? It's in the lobby. Fuck it. Freddy, we're getting tacos. I don't know why I said that. We're not getting tacos, Freddy. I'm sorry I lied to you. Okay, so... my dad likes to just say things. Like, I don't know why, but like, he'll just say random words sometimes. Or just like, you know, random things. And this led to the one of the angriest one of the things he's done that made my oldest sister the angriest. We were driving in the car, and out of nowhere, he just goes, "Frosty chocolate shakes." Guess what we did not do that day? Purchase Frosty chocolate shakes. He just said it. We all got very excited. And then nothing. The man is evil. This is also the same sister, who... he dumped an entire container of Parmesan cheese on her head by accident. Wow, look at that door aligning. Like, he was, like, being funny, and he was, like, pretending to pour a container of Parmesan cheese over her head, like, haha, look at what I'm gonna do, ah. He didn't realize it was open, so he dumped the entire container. And this was a brand new container of Parmesan cheese directly onto her head. So, yeah. Your dad announcing things like Jack Black is a really funny concept. I had a friend.
Well done,
Oh,
Gregory.
right.
You found a security office. You should be quite safe here. The doors
My-
are designed to keep really
Magnus was staying over at my house one time.
of an emergency.
And,
As
I
long
guess,
as the doors stay closed,
and so,
which
you
they
know,
will.
Magnus was on everyone's mind because they were staying over. And so, they were very confused one morning when my dad just goes, "Magnus." Not talking to them or anything. He just said it. he just said it. Magnus like Ultra Magnus? No, Magnus like antisocial moderator Magnus. Remember the time we gambled on... Oh, God. You're right. You guys used to... What were you doing then? I don't think so. If he has anything, he would probably have ADHD because that's highly genetic and I have it. Magnus, the best Discord mod. We played poker? Like actual poker or like Balatro? Because that was the same time where ATV was trying to force me to play Balatro. What happened to the walls? I keep forgetting about this. Alright, so where's the cupcake pinata? Magnus is the best Discord mod in your guys' mind because Magnus tends to not cancel your democracy. Unlike Sky. You guys just hate Sky because she overthrew your government. And that's on you. I still have to... Jesus. I'd still have to buy that. Where's the chicken? We tried inviting you, but you didn't want to play with us. I don't like talking to people. If I were a cupcake pinata. Chat. If I were a cupcake pinata, where would I live? This looks painful. I'm investing in this one. Thank you, sexiest bagel. I appreciate it. Fire a cupcake pinata. Where would I live? Glam... Maybe in Lost and Found? No, it's in the lobby. Unless me 2 years ago was having a stroke. That would be very funny if I just gaslit myself by accident 2 years ago. I just wrote a random item in a random place in the Pizzaplex. Yeah, like, it would make sense that the cupcake was in the bakery area. However, that implies Steel will put any thought into where collectibles were in this game. Okay. I mean, we effectively have access to the entire Pizzaplex because we have Fredaddy. But Fredaddy likes to cause problems. ATV was there sometimes? Well, yeah, of course ATV was there. ATV was the one who bullied me into playing Balatro so hard that I didn't want to play it. Just because in my brain someone tells me to do something, I'm like, no, fuck you. And then B made me play it. And then I lost probably 1,000 hours of my life. B is still not forgiven for this. Alright, wheel time. What's next? Holy shit! We are finally playing the video game! Chat! It is a monumental day! The video game is going to be played! Can you believe it? The video game! We are going to play the video game! This is the first time we've made progress, and I think we've been doing this challenge for almost 6 hours. 6 hours in, we finally fucking progress. Also, to celebrate the occasion, I am not Freddy warping in. Freddy's skeleton key.
This door needs a daycare pass.
This door needs a Freddy and a dream, Gregory. You need nothing else. I miss Freddy's skeleton key. It's so good. I still run predictions. Predictions are just saved more for, like, when I actually have an idea for a good one. Like, predicting on just, like, will we get a useful item soon? It's like, half the time it takes half an hour to get an item. It's not very engaging of a prediction. Alright. Son! Wait. Hold on. Didn't I... One second here. One second here. Yeah. Why?
Hello, new friend. You're sure of late already having a slow
Son, why are you in darkness?
We can finger paint, tell stories, drink fizzy baths until our heads explode, and then stay up all night. There is only one rule: keep the lights on. On.
You're... Okay. I'm supposed to have a mod here. What's going on with the lighting in daycare?
This area is off limits.
Okay, so we're not allowed to get the flashlight, meaning we'll have to jump out of here. Okay, so I think my mod is kind of doing something, because, like, the lighting in here is all sorts of fucked. I don't know what these are. What are these mods? I'm gonna just move out all of the mods that I don't require. And let's see if this works. Because I really want this to work, because it's really funny. So maybe there's like a mod incompatibility? I don't know. Nope. Seems like the lighting was fixed.
New friend, this area is off limits. You're gonna get us in trouble. Don't you want a puppet show?
Chat. How determined, how committed to the funny are we? Because, trust me when I say, what I wanted to work here that isn't would be very funny. Alright, fine. Okay, I'm gonna give this, like, a go to see if I can track down maybe, like, a different download of the mod. I haven't checked in on Security Breach mods lately. Apparently, airlocks... Oh, Pizzaplex airlocks removed for April Fools. That's funny. I'm not telling you what the mod does. I always play this game and or speedrun this game with the Valley accent Chica mod. She sounds so funny. Yeah, I really should do that at some point, just because it's really, really funny. Part of me wishes they kept the voice. Part of me thinks I would have actually strangled someone if I had to listen to the same 3 Security Breach voice lines over and over. But they were that. Okay. What? Well, okay, 7. I'm 7-zipping your ass then. Wait, what? Why are they compressed? Hold on, what? You must... Chat. Anyone know what this means? I don't understand what this means. I don't know why I can't just extract a compressed zip file. Extract. Yes. Okay. 7-zip might have... Where'd it go, though? Chat, we might not be getting the funny. Which is very sad, because the funny is objectively very funny. What? Why? Why is it not working? It's a zip file. Microsoft, why can't you handle a zip file? It's a RAR 5. It's a RAR XD. I'm so sorry. How do I... Okay, did that work? It got me a file. They're the exact same size and exact same name. I don't know. I was using 7-zip. Even 7-zip was failing me for a little bit. But I fixed it. I like how if you just spam click, it just pulses the security breach logo. Why is my volume so loud? Damn it, son! This is so sad. Okay. One more. One more Google. The video from the creator is unavailable. And they haven't made anything for Security Breach in 4 years. So, there's a chance they're just dead. Rest in peace. The mod I was trying to do would replace Sun and Moon with Huggy. Okay. So, I need to get out of daycare without picking up the flashlight. Which is something you can do. Lights on! I warned you! I warned you! Iconic voice line. I was really hoping at least Moon would be Huggy, but no. God, I swear Launch Patch looks better. I don't know. There's just something about it that just looks better to me. I'm stuck on a chair. Okay, so, Freddy, that's great. Shut up. Okay, so, what? I could, like, jump on this.
I'm not going out there without a
Alright, we have gotten out without a flashlight. Also, these were the days where you could just lobotomize Moon by knocking over enough cans. Because, like, they eventually removed all of these little chairs from daycare. Because Moon's AI just couldn't handle it. So instead of, like, improving his AI, they just decided toddlers don't need to sit down. No chairs for you. I have the day 1 launch patch, still so fun to mess with when baked and bored. God, Sun is still talking. Oh, never change, Launch SB. Never change. You will change. It's called patches, but those haven't happened yet. We still have our beautiful catastrophe of a video game. The Steel Wool patch team hasn't hurt us yet, chat. They haven't made their game better, objectively, which subjectively made it infinitely worse. And I still remember where all the generators are. Yeehaw! Wait, we already did that Vanny cutscene, didn't we? I don't quite know how we're gonna get out of daycare. Because I can't save. Oh, I could just call Freddy. Well, that makes this convenient. I want to get back here so I can save. Also, we finally have level 2 security? Why can't I... Wait, what? Why can't I spit... Oh, okay. So, deloading with Freddy just makes Freddy, like, makes the invisible walls leave. Does this button still work? It does. Hi, son. Freddy, come here. Security alert! Woo, woo, woo! Freddy, son has something to say.
Gregory, jump in. We need to get out of
I like how he tells you to jump in. Steelwool literally instructs the player to destroy their game. Because if you actually jump in, goodbye world. So, is Moon going to spawn? Yes. So, I don't remember if I already got the Vanny cutscene.
When that happens, the lights when that happens,
I might have.
it is free to roam the building.
Because I made several errors. Moon startled me, so I hit the E key to eject myself into him. Several things went wrong there. Does anyone know why Freddy deloads occur? I don't know about Freddy deloads. I assume it's something where a variable isn't being set. Because that's how Mapbot flinging and Gravity Greg occur. As I assume since you're jumping into him, the game isn't recording a variable of your position? But why would it need your position? It doesn't matter. Freddy doesn't spit you out to the same spot you got into him, because that would be dumb. Moon doesn't spawn, like, in front of you like that anymore, right? He usually spawns behind you. What is Gravity Greg? The bug where you disable gravity and can fly as Gregory. Okay, so yeah, the Vanny cutscene. We killed Moon, but without the Vanny cutscene. Never mind. This is going to be interesting. This is one of 3 Vanny appearances in this game, and we skipped it. But we got the autosave. Will Moon kill me again? Okay. Well, that is interesting. So, we got the autosave of after the Vanny cutscene. We ended the Moon chase. And then...
This door needs a daycare pass.
Fuck. It's called a failed state transition. It's basically when the game is trying to switch the player's camera perspectives, for those curious. That's all I know. That makes sense. Okay. So. This is gonna be... we should still have a save from today in daycare. So we should be able to get out of this. Should be fine. I'm gonna not press the button. And then... Okay, where does Moon... The Huggy mod makes Moon 5 times more aggressive. Okay. We skipped Moon's trigger. So, we should be fine. Moon, you're gonna kill me? No? Okay. Good. Look how fast I am. Whee! Didn't they make Gregory faster when Ruin came out? Didn't they increase his speed? for some ungodly reason, because the game really needed to be easier. Also, did I add to the items counter? I don't remember. I think I did. Anyways, we're done with daycare, and not soft-locked, in theory. What is next? Oh, God, I'm getting hiccups. What is next? Party Pass! Okay. 2 useful things in a row. We're finally making progress. This is gonna do very weird things to Moon. I like how everything with B is Dead by Daylight. Easy item, you got this? I don't know about that. Because warping into moon chases is warping into moon chases tends to break things. Anyways, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. And then we're gonna probably destroy the game with Giga Moon. Hello, I am here again. Okay. Wheel, go away. Oh, this does mean we have to go back to Rockstar Row again. God, fuck you, game. Is it faster?
This door needs a daycare pass.
This door needs a Freddy and a prayer, Gregory. Do we think it's faster to get to Rockstar Row through the utility tunnels or through the atrium? I'm kind of thinking tunnels. It is fun to be here again, but I'm going to go to sleep now. It's 10 p.m. here. Good luck with the rest of the items. Thank you, Justice. Good to hear from you. Alright. I think, like, the tunnels are longer, but we have to do less deloads. Like, we only have to do 1 deload to get out of the tunnels, as opposed to through the atrium, we have to do, like, 4. Have we gotten anything useful? We have done daycare. We are on our way to get a party pass. And we still don't have the flashlight. I mean, we had one security badge. Oh. Well, hi, dickhead. Nope, nope. Why was she following me? This is a Giga Chica, right? This Chica works kind of strangely. I don't think she'll, like, ever run anymore. Okay. If that Chica's there, then we're gonna go through the atrium. Because I think in modern patches, that Chica's, like, programmed not to run. I really wish Freddy warping worked better in launch patch. Because, like, I just have not been able to get it to work very consistently. Because, like, I don't want a Freddy deload everything. Especially with how many gigas it spawns, but... You know, the game leaves me no choice. Monty, I respect that. I believe you're trying to help. You're a good guy deep down. You know, Bonnie might have been committing tax evasion. Who knows? Maybe Monty only killed Bonnie because of how much he believes in repairing Roxy Raceway. He didn't like that Bonnie wasn't paying his fair share because he's watching Roxy Raceway deteriorate. And he knows they need money to be able to fix that. So he did what he did not out of evil or jealousy. He did what he did to stop a criminal. To fund pothole repair in Roxy Race. I don't know what this bit is. I'm losing my mind having to go back to Rockstar Row for like the 18th time. Wait, does deloading make a Gigamonties? Yeah. Gigamonty is just Spotlight Monty. And so deloading removes his hut, allowing him to touch the ground. Like, the reason Spotlight Monty never moves is because he can never get to Gregory. But once, you know, he's on the ground, he can then see a path to Gregory, and so he'll just run at him. That's why Gigamonty, like, stops moving when Gregory's, like, hiding on a, like, in a vent or on a box, is just because the second Gregory is out of Monty's direct path, Gigamonty just stops moving. He stops being able to move. Is Gigamonty an anti-piracy measure? That'd be really funny. Fun fact, Monty worked alone and was not paid/supported by Roxy in Bonnie's murder. Allegedly. That's what they told the press. Roxy was in on it. She put out the hit. She wanted her kingdom rebuilt. Monty was the fall guy. The schmuck. We're developing the canon of Security Breach in some interesting ways. Roxy's the godfather of the Mafia, apparently. We still don't have enough security badges to fucking accomplish anything, so, like, that's fun. Yeah, I couldn't be a game dev. Cause, like, I would fuck with people too much. Like, I would be the one who uploaded the pirated version of my game to, like, torrent websites. And then, you know, I would just absolutely fuck with people. They also lobotomized Freddy because he knew, deep down he knew. Oh, so that's why Freddy aired out on stage. No, he aired out on stage because Roxy and Monty wanted to publicly discredit him. They wanted to make it seem like his word couldn't be trusted for when he inevitably went to the press. That's why. Oh, wait, what? Did we go back in time? That Chica was gone. That's the Chica that's supposed to play her guitar. But she was gone the last time we were here. That's odd. Like, this is not a real Chica. I also don't know why she's... This is kind of a suspicious position for you and your guitar, Bird. This is a game rated E 10+. I don't think this is allowed. Alright. So, in theory, we get an autosave.
I found the party pass.
And then we're gonna instantly die to Moon. Yep, okay.
Oh crap! It's that horrible moon thing again.
Wait, what?
Find a recharge station. You should be
Uh,
able to see their location.
I didn't realize there was an autosave at the start of this. That's weird.
Gregory, that
Like,
pass is
I knew there was an autosave for the party pass,
blast or
but I thought it was just after.
can only be
Why is there one, like, in the moon chase? That's playing with fire, Steel Wool. Like, that, I assume, can lead to many broken things.
Nobody will miss.
Alright. Spin the wheel. No. Oh! Chat, what did we determine my punishment was if I had to bail on a challenge? Because this wheel was designed when I had significantly less uses for Freddy in mind. But we don't have enough shit. Okay, well, next item without Freddy. And, what item do we have to get with that? Four-block shirt. Hold on. If I remember correctly... Isn't that in... Holy shit. Okay. That is in Roxy's green room.
Hey kid, come on out.
Which...
I'm trying to help. Sneak away.
Is good,
Hey kid,
but
come on out.
we can't get in there. Yeah, I need security level 5. Okay. There's something about...
Sneak away.
I might have just soft-locked myself.
Nobody
Okay. We should have an autosave. If I start in Freddy, obviously that does not count as me being in Freddy, because that's just my save. What? Where am I? Oh, I'm in Chica's room. Okay. Well, if this is our save... Then... Is there anything... Why do people say the game is soft-locked when the game is hard-locked? Well, hard-lock is a crash. I can't open this elevator. Damn it. Because that would have been a good way down to... How are we going to get into Roxy's room? We need a deload as Gregory. Is there anything in Chica's room I can scale? Like, let's jump up here. These balloons don't have collision, unfortunately. But I can. Oh, okay, well that seems much easier. Just badoink, badoink. Any wedge jump with, like, the curtain? Is there, like, a Chica curtain elevator? We might actually have to, like, find a new thing, because, like, I don't know if there are any deloads known in, like, the green rooms, because why would someone look for one? Because, like, what does deloading in Chica's green room accomplish for 99% of people? Like, Freddy's green room, yeah, that makes sense why they tried to find one. I think they did, but Chica's, like, there's not really a benefit to deloading it here, because, like, you never come in here during a speed run, or, like, anything, other than the party pass. But, like, that you could just walk out the door. Arcade game? I believe there is a deload, or at least a way out of bounds, in Freddy's room. But I don't know how to do it. The game is lagging here. I guess, no, the game's not gonna deload here because you have to drop out of the vent. So that's not gonna be a deload. So we can't get in Freddy, but we can still call him around. I think calling Freddy is fair play. Damn it, that would have made this significantly easier. But nope, the invisible wall, still there. Why is she just so yapping here? She's nowhere near here. Like, I guess she's over in, like, past the dead Freddy room, but, like, it doesn't explain why she's yapping so much. Okay. So, there's something about getting on top of this. Shut up, dog! Wait, hold on. Did they add... They might have added collision. Chat, this might not work, because I think... Oh my god, why is she talking so much? I believe they added collision to these balloons in a patch. Yeah, they do not have collision. So... I don't think we could use them to get out. Can I wedge jump out of here? No, they did not patch it. They did the exact opposite, which was they had not patched it yet. However, patching it allowed people to climb them. Okay. How are we gonna get into Roxy's room? Maybe Fazball? Shut up. Okay. Let's kick a Fazball out of here. No, Vanessa isn't walking around. I know to clip through walls of, like, cause, like, you know, for the using the Fazball to get out of Freddy's room. I know that had to be a later patch, but with save data from an earlier... Where'd the ball go? You have to use a later patch, but save data from launch patch. But maybe invisible walls we could just clip through? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I could call Freddy and he could kick the fastball I'm standing on into Roxy's room? Okay. Soccer time. Gregory's playing FIFA. Gregory sucks ass at FIFA. Gregory, have you ever wanted to commit several crimes while running a soccer tournament? If so, join FIFA. Are you guys familiar with just how fucking, like, almost cartoonishly corrupt FIFA is? Because, like, it's actually kind of hilarious if you put aside the amount of human suffering they have caused. Because they are, like, borderline comic book villains. Okay. Okay. So, we have our ball here. Okay. Freddy. No! My ball! I assumed the ball would... Okay, so I think that kind of ends that plan. Damn it, ball. Can I wedge jump with Freddy? Freddy. Freddy, can I ride you? Nah. Maybe this case? So riding Freddy didn't end up working out. Who would have thought? Fredaddy doesn't like to be ridden. I swear these cases were easier to get up on a few days ago. More like 2 weeks ago. Let me up. Gregory! Do something for once in your fucking life and get up there! Gregory! Get your fast ass up here! Ew. Anyone who is immensely familiar with the ways of the security breach. How the feck do I get into Roxy's room without... Wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Curtain? No, it doesn't go high enough! Roxy, you had one job! Why couldn't you have installed your curtains at law of physics defying height? Damn it, dog, you're useless. All I wanted to do was deload the universe with the use of your curtains. And I'm the unreasonable one? What are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do about this? This is gonna be an interesting one. Climbing cardboard cutouts? Question mark? I don't know how accurate their collision is, but seems pretty accurate. I'm back. What did I miss? We have to get into Roxy's green room without using Freddy. Or else I have to do, I don't know, some sort of punishment. I probably should have thought of one before. Okay, ride the fish. And then use those to get on top of Foxy. This is pathetic platforming, I'm aware. Security Breach is really not a platforming game. Maybe I could just use this rock. Ah, that works easier. Fuck. Why is the frame rate tanking as well? That's odd. Can I jump onto that? maybe. There's a chance. I'm getting stopped by something. I don't know if I can jump on that. Imagine you're just in the Pizzaplex and see a 10-year-old aggressively try to climb into anything to get onto the ceiling. Ride Pirate Foxy? Go Foxy swapping? That's gonna be a hard jump. He's not very wide. Also, the frame rate here is posing issues. Wait, is there like a wedge jump I can do? Like, I don't know, maybe these two ropes have kind of weird collision and I can wedge jump up them? With how much the frame rate is struggling, that does mean things are loading. Which might be a good sign? I don't know. I didn't think I'd be doing this. Okay, hold on. I can get up here. That's not high enough to get up there. But, you know, maybe. How do I get out now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gregory, come on. Uppies. Gregory, get your ass up there. Gregory. Come on. Don't be stuck behind the cardboard cutouts. Come on. Come on, Gregory. Gregory, don't do this to me right now. Gregory! Gregory, you're the chosen one! This might be a reload. This feels like I should be able to get out of it. But, you know, I can't. Okay, so, what options do we have? We have... There aren't any hiding spots in Rockstar Row. So we can't hiding spot deload. If we could elevator, if we could open these elevators that sometimes are openable, that would help us. But no. Propane. I like propane. Could blow a hole through Roxy's door. No, I have all the time I need. It's just until the mental damage done by this. Monty's curtain seems different. Can I climb a statue? Freddy, can I use you as a step stool? Where in the God's name are you going, Freddy? Come here. Freddy! I don't think I'm gonna be able to get him up here. That's very sad. Why are you going quantum? Freddy! I didn't do anything that is unreasonable. Why are you going quantum right now? We can curtain elevator, but that's kind of far away. Hiding spot deload in the Roxy section. And then use something to get into Roxy's room? Okay, let's try that. Let's try the curtain elevator. I swear I was better at doing wedge jumps in Security Breach 2 weeks ago. Okay. No, I need to get in there. Okay. I'm in here. Freddy, welcome back. I don't know why you're in here, but okay. So... I believe... on the other side of this wall is the green rooms, right? I think. Oh, hold on. Okay, we found a way to deload. Okay. We have found a deload. Okay, so I just need to climb up here. How do I make things low priority again? Like, I just want to slow the game down. How do I make you low priority? All right. 1 second here. Low priority. Okay. Hopefully the game loads slower. It still seems to be running plenty smooth. Well. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This might be fine. This might be okay. I have a theory. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. This has potential. New slot. All we need to do is take... This elevator better work. Okay. If this elevator works and we just get spit out into Roxy's room, we have done it and done it without Freddy. Come on. Ba-da, ba-ba, ba-da, ba-ba. Ba-da, 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 ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. No punishment for me. I shouldn't say that until this is confirmed to work. Is it? Where is it? This? Okay. If it's this... 4-block shirt! Get fucked! Oh, okay. We did it. Alright. What is next? And we can use Freddy again. Oh, beautiful. Go fuck yourself, video game. It's the flashlight upgrade in daycare. That is comically cruel. Alright. We can for daddy again. I can also set security breach to not be low priority anymore. Set priority. Normal. Beautiful. Alright. Freddy. Nope. Freddy. You dumb fucking bear. You dumb fucking bear. Okay, so we're gonna have all 3 flashlight upgrades and still no flashlight. This game hates me. It hates me more than any game. Which is sad, because I defend this game. Oh, shut up, dog. Why? I was gonna save in Freddy's room, but I could just save over here. Wait, can Freddy open garage doors yet? Like, I've progressed in the game. Still no. Cool. Freddy is still fucking useless. Well, you know, other than the defying all laws of aviation. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a Freddy Fazbear should be able to deload the universe. The aviation scientific community got bored after studying airplanes, and so they started studying Freddy. I think their time could have been better spent elsewhere. Alright, Freddy. I need to get back to the atrium. Come here. Come here. Come here, boy. Remember when we were talking about if Freddy is a daddy or a dog? He's currently in big dog mode. Come here, Freddy. Let's go outside. Don't pee on the carpet. Why are you talking so much? Actually, she might at least be in the atrium now. Oh, a lot of the security barriers are gone because it's 4 a.m. now. Oh, and Freddy doesn't last forever. But hey, we don't have to, like, jump around shit and deload to get places in the atrium anymore. We also could just open up the path to either Monty Golf or Fazer Blast, which is nice. Don't know which one we're gonna do, but we got the option. Very convenient. We could just take the elevator. We still, right now, just desperately need security badges, and then this will get a lot less painful and a lot less Freddy dependent. Alright. Let's head back to daycare. Let's not. Hi, Mapbot.
Hi. Please take this map. Take a map.
Okay. Mapbot does not alert Gigamonte. Did Freddy get the house in the divorce? I don't think Freddy got anything in the divorce. I think Freddy was too busy eating glue to hire a lawyer. Who do you think Freddy divorced? Like, who did Freddy divorce? Because it wasn't Bonnie. Everyone. Ah, Freddy lives his life like how I play Stardew Valley. I see.
The store needs a daycare pass.
Get your ass over here. He divorced me. No, I divorced him, if anything. Freddy was like that guy who used ChatGPT because the lawyer said it would be difficult. God. The day, like, it's already happened. People try to use AI in court, and like, regardless of the circumstances of, like, you know, whether or not the person is innocent or guilty, could you imagine sitting in court, somewhat, like, your life is in the hands of the lawyer you hire, and your lawyer begins reading... Oh, fuck.
We need to get to a recharge
I
station immediately.
forgot about that. Your lawyer begins reading their opening statement, and the first words out of their mouth are, "As an AI language model, I cannot advise on legal affairs." Like, if you weren't guilty of murder before, you certainly would be after. Oh, I could just slide back into daycare? Oh, because I never hit the button. Oh, but Sun is gone. This is a weird state for the game to be in. But, okay. Anyways. Flashlight upgrade. We now have all three of them. What is the order that we're doing the game in? This order. It is randomized. Alright, what's next? The Mr. Hippo fridge magnet. Cool. Great. I totally need that. Actually, no, I haven't gotten the entryway pass yet. Nope, wheel. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da. Freddy, come here. I have an idea that'll save me some time. Freddy. Freddy, where are you? Freddy, I hear you. Freddy! What? Freddy, you can teleport into daycare. I know you can. Oh. One second. Let's just... I'm jumping out of daycare real quick. Remember how easy it used to be to break this game completely? Like, they didn't even try to stop you. Oh, it was so good. Fuck. I fucked up. Can I still get up? Oh, they actually have an invisible wall here. Odd. Because I know you could... I think it's the other side you get out, actually. I think I jumped up on the wrong side. What? Freddy, why did you just open a door? I don't know what he's doing. The fast fuck is trying his best. And, at the end of the day, that's all we can ask for. Oh, now you're in here. Great. Okay, Freddy. You wanna see my super cool plan? It's a super cool plan, okay? It's called, I'm gonna just, like, walk this way. And, just continue to walk this way. I don't know where I am. I'm in Monty Golf. This was not the intended plan, but I can work with this. Okay, just walk backwards. Just fall out of bounds.
The store needs a daycare
Boom.
pass.
I can work with this. Hold on. Just gotta walk backwards a little bit. Okay? Boom. Alright. Completely intended way of doing. Mr. Hippo Fridge Magnet has been acquired.
Found the free gift. It's a crappy Mr. Hippo
Hey,
fridge magnet?
that crappy Mr. Hippo Fridge Magnet is good enough where they included it in the collector's edition, Gregory. Be grateful. Alright. I don't really care, Freddy. What is next on the wheel? Anyways, I need to go to sleep. No worries, Larceny. I'll see you later. Roxy balloon. I was really excited that it would be something useful. Alright. I think I'm gonna get this, and then I might call it for today. Where is the Roxy balloon? It's in the fucking raceway entrance again. Damn it. Damn you, game. Damn you all to hell. No, I've gotten some useful stuff. Hey, actually, I don't think I'll need Freddy for this one. Security level 2 is enough to get into the Roxy Raceway entrance. Wait, is that entrance as in, like, the bottom floor? Or, like, is that the dead Freddy room? Or just the gateway with the staff bot? I don't know. I wrote this thing, like, 2 years ago. You didn't startle me at all, Mattbot.
Take a map.
Wait, where'd all the staff bots go? Wait, what? Oh. The time got sent back again. Odd. Oh, and Freddy's clean again. Odd. Okay. I don't really know why this happened. But cool, I guess? Yeah, that's kind of a weird one. That's very weird. Maybe the daycare slide sets the time. I didn't think it did. Because, like, what would it set the time to? 12:30, I guess? Wait, what? Wait. I thought I had... Have I seriously only gotten one security badge? No, wait, yeah, we didn't finish Pizza Bot. We just did Pizza Bot to get out of bounds. Fuck. Yeah, we still only have level 1 security. We can access the atrium, and that's it. Okay, so... Roxy balloon. Look at that. Okay. I said I was gonna do one more, but that was one more. Maybe two. I don't know. Okay. We have to go beat Golf. And then we could go claim the Monty Golf security badge. That would be a good note to end today on. I don't know why I decided I actually had to play the arcade game. Because it doesn't matter. But, fuck it. Let's go play some golf. And I could actually use my party pass to get into Monty Golf properly. So, fun. Using an item? Unspeakable. How did I get down here? What is the side at Salads and Sides? Do you get, like, a salad side of burger? Salad side of steak. Like, the salad is the side. Imagine going to, like, a really high-end restaurant, and they're like, alright, what salad you want? By the way, it'll come with a side of, like, T-bone steak. You don't get to pick what's on it. It's the house steak. We just have a big bowl of steak we'll bring out. Okay, I got worried for a second, but nope, we're fine. Run, run, run! There's an audio cue in SB that sounds like the start of Vanny's. And so every once in a while, I'm just like, why the fuck is Vanny here? Freddy, can you... We actually don't really, like, outside of deloading to get into Freddy's room, or Monty Golf, not Freddy's room. Once we get in here, we shouldn't have to break the game that much for this mission, which is exciting. We're gonna have another security badge. We're gonna play some golf, because golf is fun. Game, you're gonna load. How did I manage this? Fucking dumbass. This is the one I actually want to be behind. Oops. Why do they sound like they're... Wait, what? Wait, what? What alerted Giga? What alerted Giga? Well, luckily none of the other animatronics could use garage doors either. I don't know who alerted them. But that's weird. But, I don't know why you're here. But, no, please. Don't hurt me. All I need to do is get a save. Just get the save, and I'm happy. And then I could get Gigamontied all the live long day. Okay, so, step 1. Play golf. I didn't say I had to do well or anything in the rules. I just put having to do this in there. I don't know. It seemed to make sense at the time. Good thing I didn't put... Really? Good thing I didn't put having to do well. Well, we got par at least. Nope. I'm gonna roll. We do golf for just fun, pretty much, and then we go get the Monty Golf, security badge. Fuck. Really? Par! Okay, great. I'm perfectly average. That was a lag spike. Yay! Get in the hole. Are those monitors actually showing FNAF 2? I've never really looked at them before. I always forget how cool... They put more... There's like a down section of this? Ah! I don't know if this is counting against my score hitting R to restart. I swear I'm not this terrible normally. Okay, there we go. High angle. But like, I forget how much effort they put into these golf holes. Because like, they all look great. Yeah, okay, I guess it didn't count. Lamau. Cheating is perfectly okay. Alright, this one. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, but hitting my ball. Fuck. Okay, hit the ball a bit gentler. I want a hole-in-one. Fuck it. I don't care. Cheating is cool. It's not like this matters. I'll take a hole-in-2. For 3! You guys excited for high octane? Oh, right. I forgot about this one. Hi, baby. God. I assume I have to wait for the elevator to go up. Yeah, like, I forgot about this one. Like, baby in the closet? That's actually really creepy. That moment when security breach's only good horror moment is in a golf minigame. Albatross? I'm an albatross, chat. Aren't I so cool? How the fuck did I manage that one, Chief? That actually had potential to be a really cool hole-in-one, but I'm fine with a hole-in-2. Hi, Moon. Whee! Alright. Oh, right, Balloon Boy. Where's the hole? Nope, I'm not losing to Balloon Boy. I'm not losing to Balloon Boy! I'm not losing to Balloon Boy! There we go. No. Hold on. Adjust. Birdie! Get fucked! Alright, this is the one where Freddy's in the garbage over there. Also, this is like the only time you get to see the Glamrocks actually, like, performing in-game. Which is kind of sad, but kind of cool. Okay, maybe calm down a little bit. I love there's a cheating button. I mean, there is also just the entirety of the debug menu. This is still so funny that this is a thing. They literally just left the debug menu in the game. I love you, Steelwool. Look at Freddy. He's so sad in the garbage. He deserves to be. Birdie! Wow, we did so good with no cheating. Look at how under par we are, guys. No cheating used. I'm so talented. Monty's just gonna be standing behind me like, I know what you did. Alright. Whee! Get ourselves a lovely save. I love all these framed pictures of Roxy just around. I find them very funny. We have security level 2. After, like, 8 hours. Fucking great. I think I am done for today. We actually made pretty good progress. We got to security level 2. Which, fun fact, is more than 0. Which is what I had at the start. Items. Hold on. What did I call this wheel? I need to save the wheel so that it saves all the items I've removed. That is the name I gave it. Yes. Okay. If you're new, that's not what I'm supposed to type. If you're new, click on those, and I'll see you later. Adios.